What is up, guys? Vinny here. As you can see in the video, warming up. But at the time I'm recording this voiceover, it is the weekend that I recorded this workout from. The focus for today's workout is back primarily. I've been working towards just getting more consistent on training my weighted pull-ups, trying to get heavier weights, and as well as my front lever. So how I like to format my training, I typically do the most demanding movements. So for today, it's gonna be my weighted pull-ups and my front levers because they require most of my energy and most of my focus, and then I move on to accessory work. So I'm warming up for some weighted pull-ups here. I like keeping my reps relatively small, 3 to 5, just before endurance and grip kind of starts playing a factor. It's really important for me to go for a full dead hang as I go on each rep. In all honesty, weighted pull-ups are not my strongest suit, but I do really enjoy them. So I've been focusing, just trying to get a bit higher and heavier. I have no real goals in terms of how heavy I want to be, but I think it's just very beneficial to work on them for any other calisthenics moves like muscle ups, transfers. The explosive power you get transfers very nicely for any pulling skills. So focusing on it overall, if you want to minimalize your training, it's a very good idea. So yeah, let's get to it. So yeah, as you can see, I'm doing typically sets of 3, and after I do around 5 sets to 3 to 5, I do a nice body weight burnout over here. This is what I'm doing. The last point of this video, just repping out as many as I can until my shoulders, my back is juiced. I hit maybe an average around 12. Probably when I'm fresh, I can hit maybe 17 to 20 on a good day. So yeah, this wraps up my pull-ups. Moving on to some front levers. Now, full disclosure, I am absolutely terrible with front levers. I can do a tuck front lever that looks absolutely disgusting. But I do want to bring this conversation topic up for those who can do it. Do you think it's beneficial for me to specifically focus on longer holds and the easier variations like tuck or tuck diamond? Or is it better for me to use a heavier band but spend more time on the more difficult shapes like straddle and full. The reason why I'm asking this is because the shoulder angle between the shape is drastically different. A tuck, the shoulder angle is relatively open compared to if you are trying to perform straddle or a full with the legs closed position. The shoulder angle is a lot smaller because you need a stronger lever to pull your shoulders back. At the end of the day, if you're spending time in a position, you're only strengthening yourself in that position. So I typically do my very best to do anywhere between 5 to 10 second holds on the shape that I choose. So right now it's basically tuck with the red band. Should I be, or is it worth my time to use the black band? But obviously it's a lot stronger and will give me more support, but work on more difficult shapes because it will help me work on that proper shoulder angle that will eventually develop me to doing the more advanced shapes, which is obviously the goal here. So yeah, for those who are more versed in doing front lever, please give me your train of thoughts. Write a comment below. I'm curious what you guys think, and any advice is warranted. I do struggle a lot with front levers. So alrighty, moving on. Now, since I finished my weighted pull-ups and my front lever work, yeah, moving on to some accessory work. Sometimes I do lat pull downs, but today I'm going to do some close grip horizontal rows. One of my favorites. I just like how they feel straight up and really does wonders during the mid-back development. If I do feel my lats aren't completely fried, I do typically do some standing lat pull downs. But yeah, for this one, I'm focusing on keeping the shoulders down, pinching those scaps, expanding that chest, and trying just to burn out that mid-back, you know, them mid-traps, upper lower traps, rhomboids and such. And then wrapping it up with just some bicep curls. So yeah, this is probably my third or fourth set over here. I'm not a bicep person. I rarely train my biceps, in all honesty. But I've been trying to really dial down on my front lever, my planche, and I do feel them very weak, especially once I do have a good workout. So I think it's beneficial for me just to get them stronger overall. So yeah, just wrapping up my final set over here for my bicep curls. I don't even know what's a good weight for bicep curls. That's how little I do them. But I do try my very best to keep it slow and controlled as much and the best as I can. So yeah, here we go. Alrighty guys, so that wraps up basically my workouts. Anything you think I need to add, please drop in the comments below. I'm curious. Here is just a nice handstand combo, one shot, finish up my training. I am a firm believer that doing handstands at the end of every training will speed up your recovery by 2.5 times faster. So as you can see here, I did a nice handstand combo to help me accelerate my recovery. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, I'll hopefully catch you again later. For now, peace out. Have a good one, guys.